All right, it's a little bit talk been picking up about the Detroit Lions, and they can actually go receiver early in the 2025 draft. This year, I kind of been just disconnected from the draft. I don't watch as much college as I used to. Kind of the transfer portal little thingy kind of messed the experience up for me a little bit, but that's just my personal opinion on it. Um, but yeah, it's been talked about them, going to get a receiver. Um, maybe they don't trust Jameson Williams. Obviously, they haven't picked up the fifth year option. They expect to pick up the fifth year option, but you might be like, why haven't they picked up the fifth year option? Probably to see if we get any other trouble this offseason. They knew what they was getting. He took a chance. They knew there was some maturity issues there. But also, he's a hell of a football player. He's just not a track star. He's a legit football player. Once you start talking about him, it's a legit football player. I mean, he'll block, he get his hand, he get his nose dirty. I mean, do whatever he need to do. But, could the Lions GM Brad Holmes make a shocking draft decision, exploring if the Lions target offensive skill position in the first round of the 2020 draft? Detroit Lions general manager Brad Holmes has reiterated on a couple of occasions this offseason the team is not going to draft prospect just to fill a supposed need on the roster. Players targeted by the Detroit's front office, the personnel department must fit the stringent criteria in order to be a part of the gritty, resilient culture. While the majority of pundit supporters expect Holmes to target an edge rusher or an offensive lineman, which I agree with that. Early in the draft, the team could go in a completely different direction. Recall when the team had clear need for defense back in 2023, and the team still targeted a running back with the 12th round pick. Quote, we don't know what Brad's going to do, okay? We can't just act like, Brad would never take a wide receiver. I mean, just knowing the history of this franchise, I don't think you can never say never. But none of us have a clue what he's going to do, said Jeff. I don't know his last name, but quote, but I'm not. I cannot lie to you, Doc. If I'm there on draft night, we're going to be live on air. I know you'll be ready. Everyone will just be waiting to hear the pick. If it's a receiver, I would sit there and probably in awe, shock, and then have to recollect my thoughts. I don't understand when people say, "Oh, I'll be shocked." How can you be shocked? He took a fucking running back when everybody told him not to. How can you be shocked? This is a franchise that was in turmoil. It took a guy named Charles Rogers, who they knew had issues. They knew Charles Rogers had issues being close to the crib. They turned around, took Roy Williams, took Mike Williams, took Calvin Johnson. They took a lot. I think 3 of them or 4 of them, they took almost back to back damn near. So, quite frankly, it wouldn't be a shocker. That's what I understand. People, I'm so shocked. How are you shocked? How are you legitimately shocked? You think about it, you know what I'm saying? You look at the receiver core, Khalif Raymond just took a pay cut. Tim Patrick didn't get another offer from anywhere else. Allen Robinson may retire. They may not retain the services. They're probably not going to tag Jameson Williams. So, they pick up that fifth year option. I mean, they really don't have nothing. They do have a need at receiver, contrary to what people believe. They need a true number one on the outside. Keep telling y'all that they need somebody that can go on the outside and that can win on the outside. Y'all don't see an issue with it because to the naked eye, it's really not an issue, but it is. If I can just line somebody up, 1 or 2 guys up on the outside, and I don't have to bunch them up and I don't have to put them in motion for them to get a free release, that's a huge help. That's a tremendous help to the offense. But a lot of these guys that they got out here, they have to, bunch them up, put them in motion so they can get a free release. That was the beauty of Marvin Harrison. The beauty of Marvin Harrison is, he wasn't the biggest guy in the world, but I can line him up on the outside and he on the same position and he can beat any coverage out there. So in reality, that's pretty much what you're looking for. That's pretty much what you're looking for. Honestly. So it's not out the question, in my opinion. If the value is there, it's there. But also, Brad Holmes ain't took a receiver early. He's seen St. Brown as a great value pick, later in that draft. So he don't really have a history. I mean, he took Sam Laporta, but Sam can do everything. I would be frustrated, even though I completely understand it's like knowing what could happen, but I'm still being upset with the result. I know it could happen, but it still wouldn't accept it. My thing is this: you wouldn't have no choice but to accept it. What the fuck you gonna do? Fans kill me or people kill me. Oh, I wouldn't accept it. Okay, what you gonna do? Not watch? That's crazy. What you gonna do? Not watch? Yeah, I'm not gonna accept this. Okay, don't watch. That's what killing me. Oh, I'm not gonna accept this. And then I'm like, all right, whatever. You gonna still watch, you still gonna accept it. The thing is, it's hard to think about when you draft a receiver and then the guy that you really needed is, goes on to be a lot better. And I get that. I understand that. So um ultimately if they do get it and the receiver work out, I mean, how can you really be mad about it? A lot of people didn't understand Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm like, damn, they could at least got Bijan Robinson. But then again, we looking at it and, they made the right decision. They made the right decision, did they not? They made extremely the right decision. So, yeah, just because, just see if it work out. Now, if they take the edge and they take the guy and then the receiver going to be a fucking star and the edge going to be trash, then what they gonna say? Then what they gonna say? Oh, Brad Holmes should have knew, and what if? Nah. You know exactly what are you doing. Let them work. Let them work. Let them work. Let them work. They know exactly what they're doing. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about it though. But thumbs up the video. Oh boy, look like John Moran a little bit. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. You can legit find me everywhere. I do appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Other than that, peace.